أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على هذا النبي المبارك وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم نور قلوبنا بأنوار معرفتك ومحبتك وخشيتك وذكرك يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارزقنا الصدق والإخلاص واليقين وأخلاق الصالحين. اللهم ارزقنا الشوق إليك والأنس بك، واجعل قرة العين في الصلاة يا رب العالمين. اللهم احفظنا واحفظ الإسلام والمسلمين وبارك فيهم في هذه البلاد وفي كل مكان يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا نسألك الهداية لأهل هذه البلاد. اللهم أت بهم أجمعين إلى الإسلام يا رب العالمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا وجميع مرضى المسلمين، وارحم موتانا وجميع موتى المسلمين، وارحمنا إذا ما صرنا إلى الموت يا رب العالمين. آمين آمين يا أرحم الراحمين. أما بعد، believers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Sabbahakumullahu bil khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our salah and our good deeds and forgive our sins. Ameen ya Rabbil Alamin. We recited in Fajr today, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Surah At-Tahrim. Surah At-Tahrim. At the end of Surah At-Tahrim, we mentioned in little information about Prophet Lut alayhi salam. Prophet Lut. This is a story inshallah of today. Who is Lut and what is the da'wah of Lut and what the crimes, not one, crimes of his people. Lut alayhi salam هو لوط ابن تارح ابن هاران ابن تارح ابن أخي إبراهيم عليه السلام, nephew of Ibrahim عليه السلام. So there is, who is member family of Ibrahim alayhi salam. He believed in Ibrahim and loved him so much, his uncle. And that's why called Lut. Yani the name itself has meaning. Every name has meaning. So Lut معناها means the one who is, stuck with the love of somebody. So he loved his uncle Ibrahim alayhi salam so much and moved with him wherever Ibrahim go, you go with him. تابع له. That's why Allah selected him to be a prophet. Allahu Akbar. صحبة الصالحين, combination of الصالحين, you get benefit from them, dunya and akhirah. Allahu Akbar. So Lut means the one who loved, his love stuck so much in his heart to somebody. He used to live with his uncle in Babel, Ur, north of Iraq, and immigrated to Egypt with his uncle Ibrahim, stay for a while in Egypt, and then go back to Sham, Palestine. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him to specific, villages. The biggest one called Sadum. His time, of course, was time of Ibrahim, same time, Ibrahim alayhi salam. That means like 4,000 or 5,000 years from now. 4 or 5,000 years ago from now. Umru, his age like 175. Get 175 years old. The crimes of his people, al-kufr, your kuffar, who live in, stars and gods and idols and that stuff, and stealing people on the road, travelers, cut access for the roads, and the most dangerous one, homosexuality. The first people exercised that crime. Lut alayhi salam left Ur with his uncle Ibrahim alayhi salam and settled in Palestine. Allah appointed him as a prophet to communities on the shore of what is now the Dead Sea, on the shore of Dead Sea. The city of Sodom was the main city of that region of 5 cities. Quran called them Al-Mu'tafikat. Wal-Mu'tafikat Ahwa. Working? No. So the biggest one, city or village, Sodom, and Amura, and others, around them. Central city or village for them is Sodom. The people of Sodom were of the most evil and insolent nature, although they were guilty of many vices. The most dangerous was homosexuality or Sodomy. People call in Arabic and English, these gays or homosexuality or for women lesbians, right? Yeah. Lesbians. In Arabic, problem that they call Luti. Luti, this belonged to Lut alayhi salam. Lut alayhi salam, prophet, righteous man. So the best nisbah, the best belonging to that crime is not Luti, it is Quti. This is not my suggestion. This Sheikh Sharawi, rahimahullah, said that to say Quti, yani Quti from Qawm, people, and Ti from Lut alayhi salam. Qawm Lut. Not Lut himself, because it's a prophet. So this is a problem in Arabic language. In English, no problem. It's reported that these people would commit bad deeds openly, these in their gathering, openly. And that means it's not minority in the community do that. It is the majority of the community exercise this problem. The majority of the community and the 2 genders, male and female, do that. A'udhu billah. And they cut the access of travelers to their rude ways, robbing and killing them, after perhaps first forcing them engage in unnatural acts. Command. And it was not only some of, or even a majority of Lut people, alayhi salam, who engage in such practice, rather it was the entire population, as we mentioned. Over majority of the population, they exercise that. The Quran meant, فَمَا وَجَدْنَا فِيهَا غَيْرَ بَيْتٍ مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Only one house. Imagine 5 villages. The angels mentioned that. Allah mentioned the Quran about the angels. فَمَا وَجَدْنَا فِيهَا غَيْرَ بَيْتٍ مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Only one house Muslim in that population. Lut alayhi salam and his family. Lut tried to make them look at the awfulness of their habits and criminal behaviors. Do you commit immorality where you are saying this Quran, ayah Quraniyah? Do you indeed approach men with desire instead of women? Rather, you are a people behaving ignorantly. But the response of these people, already extraordinarily hardened and callous, was only that they said, expel the family of Lut from your city. Why? Why? Indeed, they are people who keep themselves pure. Yani purity is crime. Purity is crime. So we can say that they confirm and assure their own guilt by this word, because they mention that Lut is pure, and getting outside the city, you are not pure, impure, right? Subhanallah. Lut alayhi salam admonition became stronger, and saying, Quran comment on that. Do you commit such immoralities as no one has preceded you with from among the worlds? The first people exercise that, initiate that crime. He asked, alayhi salam. The people simply replied with the same words as before, asking that drive Lut and his family out. Another point, that Lut is immigrant. Lut and his family, and Ibrahim is immigrant, come from Iraq, from north of Iraq, Bab al-Ur. So get him out because of 2 reasons. Number 1, Quran mentioned, which is at-tahara, purification. The second one, he is immigrant, come from, so go home. The angels visit to Ibrahim for two reasons. Now the punishment will close to them. Allah sent three angels. Jibreel alayhi salam, Israfil, and Mikael. In appearance of human youth. But they came to Ibrahim first. Why? To give him news about his wife, Sarah, and Bishara, good tidings about Ishaq alayhi salam. And news about what can happen for Lut and his people. The angels visit Ibrahim while he presented food for them, but they didn't eat. He became very worried. Why? Because he's out. Ibrahim alayhi salam called Abu Dhifan. One of the attributes of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Abu Dhifan, yani father of guests, who receive guests and honor them and give them food and accommodation, everything. So this is custom for Middle East in general and Arab especially. When you receive daif, guest, present something for him, and when eat from your food, so this visit is secure and safe. When they eat, that means something wrong. So what happened from the angels? They didn't eat. He, alayhi salam, said Ibrahim, didn't know these angels because they come in figure of human being. So they told him later that we are angels, came for these two reasons. Indeed, we are fearful of you. Then they reassured him, saying, fear not, we have been sent to the people of Lut, and they made to known to him that they were angels sent by Allah. So give him news about Ishaq alayhi salam and news about Lut people. The angels arrived in Sadum. Now they go to the second part of the journey. Go to the Lut alayhi salam. When they came to Lut alayhi salam, it was for him big problem. Very big problem. Why? Let's see that. The three angels said to have been Jibreel, Mikael, Israfil alayhim salam. They arrived at the outskirts of the Lut's town in the form of a very handsome human beings. When Lut alayhi salam heard of the strangers, he felt distressed and wondered how he could convince them to bypass the towns of Sodom and continue on their travels. Yani don't come in these cities. Big problem. He tried to make them understand the nature of the townspeople, but only succeeded in convincing their messengers to wait for nightfall before entering the town. Come at night, he brought them to his house secretly, so that no one but his family knew that they were there. However, his wife went out to inform her people about that. خيانة. فخانتاهما, they betrayed their prophets, Nuh alayhi salam, his wife, and Lut alayhi salam, his wife. In Lut's house there are men who, she said that, whose like I have never seen, nor have I ever seen such handsome faces. SubhanAllah. طبعا later they told him, we are angels come for punish, and you leave your house early morning and do not look for what's gonna happen for them. Go in your way directly. As he had been directed, Lut alayhi salam set out with his family. When Lut alayhi salam and his party group had cleared the area, get out the area, the divine command came forth to destroy the people. Subhanallah. Various mufassirin, commentators have said that angel Gabriel lifted up all the sinful towns and cities into the sky together with their inhabitants and turned them over, hence the name of Al-Jabbar or Al-Mutafikat, sorry, the cities, Al-Mutafikat, the overturned cities, translation for it, overturned cities. It is said that each stone was inscribed with the name of the person for whom it was indeed intended. So what happened? Jibreel alayhi salam lifted up these villages and flipped them upside down and raining stones over them. Subhanallah. Not only that two ways for punishment. It said that each stone was inscribed with the name of the person, like shooting. Subhanallah. Thus were the flourishing cities of Sodom and the 4 other towns in the vicinity obliterated with all their people, including the wife of their prophet, including these women also come with them in the punishment. So Al-Quran عقب على ذلك, comment on that, and to Lut we gave judgment and knowledge, and we saved him from the city that was committing wicked deeds. Indeed, they were a people of evil, defiantly disobedient, and we admitted him into our mercy. Indeed, he was of the righteous. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish these cities because different types of crimes, but the most dangerous one, which is homosexuality. And the problem in these people not only exercise this crime or this sin, but approval from the community and make it easy, make it approved from the community and get benefits, legal benefits for the
and endorsing and call to.
It's a big problem. And this story mentioned in Quran, in Injil, in Torah. So all the people of books know about this story. We're going to have it for the people who exercise this crime. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. This is very important because our children, they go to public, interact with the children. Maybe their parents exercise that, and the children himself or herself exercise that. I am such, I am such, I am such. So that comes to the ear of our children is normal, regular. However, it is abnormal. It's dangerous. Yes. So our rules and the main benefit from that class and the story of today remind our children about the story of Lut, to initiate them on that this action, this activity is haram, sinful action, not only in Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, and other cultures also. It's not only in people of the book. Other cultures, go to the Hindus and go to the Buddhism, still the same. They consider it as a sinful action because it is against the nature.
No.
Imagine if humanity exercised that forever. What's gonna happen?
Extinct.
No one come to that life. This is against the nature of humanity. والله أعلى وأعلم وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
The word for homosexuality in English